And we're live. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Real Spill Wednesdays on the Truth Comes to Light podcast. I'm your host, J Coven, and welcome to Real Spill Wednesdays. For those of y'all that are new on Real Spill Wednesdays, talk about life topics and motivational quotes, please sure to check out my previous Real Spill Wednesday on the channel. And also, please sure to tune into the full podcast episodes on the channel where we talk about news from all over the world, the music industry, and more. I just dropped a podcast episode a couple of days ago, and that has been going up. I got my first 1K video, and I really thank each and every one of y'all for tuning in to that podcast. I have another one dropping real soon, so please be sure to stay tuned for that one and keep on showing support to the channel. That really means the world to me. And also, please sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you get the latest updates on when I post a full Real Spill Wednesday or a full podcast episode. Y'all follow me on IG, TikTok, and X at The Truth Comes to Light Podcast, because who knows, whatever I post on any one of those social media platforms is like a foreshadow on what the next Real Spill Wednesday or next podcast episode will be about. But if you're not tuned into any one of the channels, whether that's the IG, TikTok, or the X, you will be missing a whole lot of things. I've been tweeting like crazy on Twitter. Things have been going on, and I want y'all to feel as though y'all can engage with me and I can engage with you. So please be sure to tune in to each and every one of the social media platforms. Like I said earlier, I got my first 1K video. I thank each and every one of y'all. I didn't even expect that video to get to 1K, and it's still growing. It's at 1.3K, still going. So I really thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. We're going to keep on going. We got improvements. Improvements are coming real soon. I actually posted it on my social media platforms. If y'all follow me on IG and X, I'm posted on both of those social media platforms. New things are coming. Like I said, trust the process. I always tell you, I trust the process. New things will be coming. Upgrades will be coming. And sure enough, those upgrades are coming with time. I'm trying to tell y'all. So stay tuned for all of that. The new upgrades and everything. So, like I said, keep on liking, keep on commenting, keep on trying to support the channel in as many ways as y'all possibly can. Sharing the video, doing anything that y'all can to support the channel. Because we're going up. We're coming. Trust the process, and we're staying consistent. I know I missed last week's Real Spill, but I came back with the podcast. We're not missing 2 Real Spills back to back. I have not done that. So please be sure to keep on liking, keep on supporting the channel, because we're going to maintain being consistent. So with that in mind, we are going to get straight into this Real Spill Wednesday. Now, I talked about this topic on my podcast, and more things have ended up coming out about this topic that I will be doing for my Real Spill Wednesday. It's going to be a little bit different, but still a real spill. So, in my last podcast episode, I talked about Boomin and Future releasing their collab album, We Don't Trust You. And in that album, one of the songs like that had a surprise feature from Kendrick Lamar, where he pretty much dissed Drake and J. Cole. Like I said in the podcast, I was questioning how Drake and J. Cole was going to respond, because I knew that they were going to respond. They're not just going to leave beef just hanging. I didn't know who was going to respond first, but come to find out, it was J. Cole. J. Cole ended up releasing a surprise tape, might delete later, and then one of the songs, 7 Minute Drill, which I believe is the last song on the album, on the tape should I say, he came and responded. And he basically said, let me go ahead and pull it up for y'all. J. Cole, he ends up saying, your first shit was classic, your last shit was tragic, your second shit put niggas asleep, but they gassed it, your third shit was massive, and that was your prime. And he said a whole lot of other things in the song. So after the song came out, and remind you, this whole tape was a surprise tape. This tape just randomly came out. He ain't promoted, he ain't do none of that. This song just randomly was on the tape. Boom, he released the whole tape. And then fans, we find out that J. Cole responded to Kendrick and what he said on Like That. So a couple of days after that, right? J. Cole, there's a video that's coming out of J. Cole publicly apologizing to Kendrick Lamar after the diss track. Now, I've never seen this apology, but off rip, I personally feel as though, like, and we're going to see his reaction. We're going to see what he said to Kendrick and stuff like that. But me personally, I feel as though somebody started the beef or somebody dissed you first and you come and respond to that. Why is you apologizing to the person that started it? I feel as though that never makes sense. If somebody cross you in any way, shape, or form, whether they don't like you, whether they diss you, pillow talking, do all of that, and you come and respond to them and you really check them, why later down the line you gotta be the one that coming to apologize? You did what you needed to do. Okay, you heard somebody was dissing you, sneak talking behind your back, doing all of that crazy shit. You come and you respond, you check that person. Why you got to be the one to apologize? Why do you feel as though you're in the wrong? You shouldn't feel like you in the wrong. Check that person that keep on talking about you, pillow talking and all of that, especially if it's been prolonging. Now, I'm not saying do it in any way violent wise, but go ahead, check that person about it like, hey, like, that ain't right. You need to, check them about it. But you shouldn't be the one coming back and apologizing, man, hey, what I did was wrong or whatever. Like, nah, I feel like screw that. Kendrick just said what he said on Like That. He responded, but now he's apologizing. It don't make sense. So we're going to see what he says.
I'm so proud of that project, except for one part. It's one part of that shit that make me feel like, man, that's the lamest shit I ever did in my fucking life, right? And I know this is not what a lot of people want to hear. I know I can hear my niggas up there right now like, nah, don't do that. But I got to keep it 100 with y'all, right? I damn near had a relapse, right? Because y'all heard some shit that happened 3 weeks ago, however long it was. Y'all heard that bazooka that was dropped on the motherfucking game, right? So all of this time of me moving on my own accord, for the first time I was tested. Why am I tested? Because I got the world and I got my niggas like, what you gonna do, Cole? My niggas like, boy, I must have had 1,000 missed calls. Oh my fucking God. Text flooded. I couldn't even answer my shit. Nigga, it's wartime. Boom, boom, right? Niggas want to see blood. And I was conflicted because, one, I know my heart, you know what I mean? And like, I know how I feel about my peers, these two niggas that I just been blessed to even stand beside in this game, let alone chase their greatness, right? So I felt conflicted because I'm like, bro, I know I don't really feel no way, but the world want to see blood. I don't know if...
I feel like you shouldn't make decisions based on what other people think. That's another thing. Like, if you don't feel like dissing, why would you do it just because of your fans? Like, personally, I feel as though he should have did it. And another thing too, I feel as though this is rap beef. This isn't just like any other like violent beef. You see somebody on the street and you like, man, I don't fuck with you, and words are being spread through, you seeing each other or like on social media or whatever. This is what comes with being in the rap game. This just comes with it. So it's like, as long as the beef don't translate into violence, shootings, like you see some beefs end up, transpiring, I feel as though it's fine. When you see people apologize for, dissing each other, they don't do it like this. They get on a song together, they collab on a song together, and they just, let the world know that's how they apologize. This is just rap beef. It isn't nothing violent. So I feel as though Kendrick dissing him, it should be really like, fuck him until you and Kendrick come together on some peace shit and you make a song. Make a song or do something to be cool. But the ball isn't in J. Cole court in regards to Kendrick dissed him first. You shouldn't be the one to apologize. If somebody disrespects you, no matter who it is or what the situation is, if somebody disrespects you first, I don't care. You got to stand your ground, because if you don't stand your ground, they can degrade you as a man. They gonna think that you just a bitch and all of these things, and you know that ain't even you. So you gotta stand your ground. If somebody don't respect you and they cross that line of respect, you gotta stand your ground on that. I don't care what it is. That ain't pride. That ain't nothing. That's just you being a man in this world. Because the moment somebody crosses you in respect and you let that just linger on and linger on, imagine if you keep on getting bullied, keep on getting bullied, keep on getting bullied, but you just let it happen. You just let it happen and it lingers on. They gonna keep on messing with you. They gonna think that you some sort of hoe or whatever. Like, they can just play with you. They can bully you because they know you ain't gonna do nothing. So now when you finally do something or try and do something, they ain't gonna take you serious at all. They ain't gonna take you serious at all. And then you gonna apologize for being wrong in a situation that you were in. But if you would have standed on business at jump about that whole respect, that would not have even happened. Somebody's disrespect you and they cross that line of respect, you gotta stand your ground. You gotta stand your ground. They gotta be the one to be like, hey, like, they apologize for whatever actions or, you know, something like that. The ball shouldn't be in the other person's court.
Y'all can feel that, but the world want to see blood. So I say all of that to say, in my spirit of trying to like get this music out, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I moved in a way that I feel spiritually feel bad on me. Like I try to like, that I feel spiritually feel bad on me. Like I try to like jab my nigga back and I try to keep it friendly. But at the end of the day, when I listen to it and when it comes out and I see the talk, that shit don't sit right with my spirit. That shit make me feel, that shit disrupts my fucking peace. So what I want to say right here tonight is, in the midst of me doing that and in that shit, trying to find a little angle and downplay this nigga's fucking catalog and his greatness, I want to say right now tonight, how many people think Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest motherfuckers to ever touch a fucking microphone? Dreamville, y'all love Kendrick Lamar, correct? As do I. So I just want to come up here and be like, publicly be like, bruh, that was the lamest, like, goofiest shit. And I say all that to say, it made me feel like 10 years ago when I was moving incorrectly. And I pray that God align me back up on my purpose and on my path. You know what I mean? I pray that my nigga really didn't feel no way. And if he did, my nigga, I got my chin out. Take your best shot. I'm gonna take that shit on the...
Bro, Kendrick looking at this apology by J. Cole and is laughing. Because I would too. Because Drake and the whole situation, then you ain't even really do nothing for real. And Kendrick come and diss you. And you diss him, but then you apologize. And he was the one that dissed you first. He laughing at this. Because really, Kendrick, I don't even think he gonna do this knowing Kendrick ain't gonna have this linger on. I don't think he gonna have it linger on for real. But seeing this, I know he just laughing. He dissed J. Cole. J. Cole dissed him because Kendrick dissed J. Cole first. But then J. Cole the one apologizing. The respect line was already crossed. So what is you apologizing for? I just never will understand that. If it really affected you that much to respond, why would you respond just because of your fans? It shouldn't matter about your fans. It's about you as an artist at the end of the day. If that's going to disrupt your peace that much, then don't respond. Your fans going to feel some type of way if you do respond or you don't respond. You can respond and your response be so weak. Because if you want me to be honest with you, Kendrick won. Kendrick won by default, but Kendrick won verse-wise. And Kendrick ain't make a verse, a song, strictly dissing J. Cole or Drake. It was just a diss from a feature. It wasn't a full-on song. But Kendrick seeing this, I mean, Kendrick won by default against J. Cole. Now how Drake respond, Drake is finna methodically plan this out. He may do it on his next album. He may do it on his next song that he dropped. We don't know when he gonna do it, but Drake's gonna do it, and Drake ain't gonna apologize. Drake the type, he gonna have it all linger the whole diss. From album to album to album, maybe from song to song to song. He ain't finna be on no apologizing like J. Cole.
Chin boy, do what you do. You know what I mean? Like, all good. Like, it's love. And I pray that y'all are like, forgive a nigga for like the misstep, and then I can get back to my true path. Cause I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Past 2 days felt terrible. Like, it let me know how good I've been sleeping for the past 10 years. So all of that to say, man, I wanna now perform the song that's a reminder to me of getting back on the right path and getting in tune with God. And the name of the song is called Love Yours. I wanna do that for y'all right now.
Man, look. That was so lame. Like, I personally feel as though it's J. Cole putting pride aside, but at the same time, it's like, you weren't the one that dissed first. Kendrick came at you. The line of respect, and you ain't really do nothing, was crossed. So since somebody crossed the line of respect, they gotta be the one to bring it back. You check them, and they gotta be the one to accept, hey man, I'm sorry for all of that. Hopefully we can get it back right. Like, you know what I'm saying? They gotta be the one to do that. If anybody crosses you, if anybody disrespects you in any way, shape, or form, check them, number one, because if you don't check them, they're going to keep on doing it. They're going to keep on disrespecting you. Then when you finally respond, they ain't going to take you serious. Point blank, period. And you don't got to feel bad for the actions that you do because somebody disrespected you. And I'm not talking about violence or none of that. Like, I'm just talking about just regular somebody talking about you, somebody dissing you, somebody doing all of that. I'm not saying turn it violent. That's not what I'm saying. But if somebody just crosses just a line of respect, you got to stand on your ground. You got to stand on business with that. Because as a man, all we want is respect. You cross that line, it's done for. So you shouldn't feel as though you checking a person that disrespect you and you got to be the one to apologize and you feel bad because somebody else disrespected you. Don't ever feel like that, men or women. I don't want y'all to ever feel like that. If somebody disrespect you, don't feel bad for checking them or responding to them. Don't feel bad if that isn't really you. It's just the principle of somebody disrespected you, you got to check it. Point blank, period. And it's like, as dudes, it's like, that's, like I said, that's what we want. So J. Cole apologizing to Kendrick, I feel like Kendrick is laughing at this. Kendrick not finna be like, oh, nah, like it's all good or whatever. Like, this is rap beef we're talking about here. This isn't no violent beef. We see each other on the street and now we beef and what's up and this could turn violent or whatever. Nah, this just comes a part of the game. Sometimes in rap, that's just what comes with it. There may be some disses here and there, but as long as it stays pen the pad, it's fine. As long as it don't turn violent in the streets and people getting killed, it's fine. It should keep on going, and then if y'all want to stop it, apologize or whatever, make a song together. Come together, all three of y'all, Kendrick, J. Cole, or Drake. Will I think that happened? Absolutely not. It's a better chance with J. Cole and Kendrick versus Kendrick and Drake. Facts. But that's how you squash it. Make a song together. Or take a picture together. Do something. It's just rap beef. Shouldn't have to be no apologies like that, especially if J. Cole ain't really do nothing. Kendrick attacked J. Cole. So now you responded and you feel as though you responded because other people, I would have never thought that would be something like you. It can't be like you. You can't get influenced by your fans to just do a diss song. You just can't. And then come and apologize. Once you make the diss song, it's done right there. He either got to respond, whether that is in a diss song, or y'all come together and be the better person, be the bigger person, and squash everything. So with that in mind, that is the end of this Real Spill Wednesday. Just kind of a little different, just a little bit, but try to keep it on the Real Spill Wednesday path. If y'all made it to the end of this Real Spill Wednesday, please sure to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications to get the latest update on when I post a full Real Spill Wednesday or a full podcast episode. More videos will be dropping real soon. Y'all follow me on IG, TikTok, and X at the Truth Comes to Light podcast. And with that in mind, I love each and every one of y'all. And y'all have a nice rest of y'all day.